Mr. Jaju, I want to know first, over the years, what are the changes in Bazaar that you have seen?
See, we've been doing bazaar for last 15 years. The idea was to make it as the biggest bazaar and bring in the energy that's required in a bazaar. There are people who have producers of content, but the important thing in a bazaar is to bring in also the people who can buy this content or distribute this content. And I think this time we made special efforts to ensure that the bazaar is really buzzing, and it's buzzing because there are buyers, there are distributors, and there are sellers together. So it's great that we have a huge diversity in terms of the content, and all that diversity is now um, uh, uh, put out for the international and the national buyers and sellers, the buyers who can take these products and take these stories outside. So I think the important thing for us was to scale Bazaar both qualitatively and quantitatively, and I hope we have done that this time.
Nice. When, like, I met a Belarusian team that had come with a movie. They had a world premiere here, and we just had an interview. They were just taken aback by the size of it, because I don't think they had seen anything so big. So, in terms of sheer size, how much has it?
So, that's what I keep saying, that we want to make it 10 times bigger than what we were last year.
No, but
That's what I am
actual
saying.
numbers do you have, or
So that will come up with an outcome report when the bazaar ends day after.
okay?
But the whole idea was, when it comes to India, it has to be scale. India, we are a huge country.
Yes.
Most populous country in the world. Going to be the third largest, biggest economy in the world. As the Honorable Prime Minister say, the scale, speed, and scope has to be big when it comes to India.
Yeah.
So that's why we have tried to create this as the biggest film market, and hope we live up to that. At the same time, we are also planning to do a kind of an online version of Film Bazaar,
Oh,
and we're calling it Waves Bazaar.
okay.
And Waves Bazaar, as you know, we've also planning to do Waves in February.
Yeah.
And with Waves Bazaar, it will become a completely real time, um, a veritable database of products and offerings, not just from our country, from world over, available to buyers from world over. So create a marketplace for this content on a real time basis.
Right. So, right. So, wrapping up, if you were to mention what's that? Let me say 5 highlights of this year's festival. Whether it's a movie that you saw, or whether it's a person that you met, or whether an event that you saw, what's your taking?
I think if you really ask me what are those 5 big things that have happened, the selection of movies this year time has been great. Everybody is saying that the kind of movies that are being screened are absolutely world class, and ultimately a film festival is about the movies, right? So the selection part has been great. Number two is where we are sitting right now, the creative minds of tomorrow, because this is where we are building future.
Fantastic.
This is where we are building the future filmmakers, and hopefully many of them already got. The first batch of creative minds of tomorrow had a distinction in Cannes. You know about it.
Yeah.
So it's the second part is this whole focus on the youth.
Yeah.
I think that's important to us. Thirdly, I would say the film bazaar is very, very vibrant this time, with large number of buyers from multiple countries. Offerings also great. So I think a very mature film bazaar is the third major highlight. To me, this year, the fourth highlight would be Fiesta, because this time we are adding the festival part to it, and you will see it. During the weekend now that starts, because you might have great films, but when people come out of those intense movie watching experiences, they still require a place where they can hang out, and I think Fiesta is going to offer them that. And I think the fifth thing would obviously be the presence of the stars and the luminaries of the game, because it's also important that they take this festival seriously, and they allow us to introspect, to improve upon it, because they are the ones who can come up with the best feedback.
Right.
So to me, I think that would possibly be the fifth important highlight of this
Lovely.
festival.
Just for those, in case those of you who don't know, when we're talking about Creative Minds of Tomorrow, which he just mentioned, it's about the people that you cannot see here, but they are to our right, and they're creating a film from scratch. It's 15 hours left, and so this is a brilliant initiative, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Namaskar.